Good afternoon and welcome to Big Z Sports presentation of high school softball tournament coverage. Today in this Division 7 East District semifinal, the Conotton Valley Lady Rockets host the Bridgeport Lady Bulldogs. Today's game is presented by Keim Home Center, the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency, and Right Mark Roofing. Now let's head to the field with Big Z Sports.
District semifinal softball out here at Conotton Valley High School. Girls Division 7. The Bridgeport Lady Bulldogs and the Conotton Valley Lady Rockets are playing for the district trip to the district championship on Wednesday. Good evening, everyone. Big Z Sports on site here at Conotton Valley High School. Joe Geckler and Shannon Thomas in our Hartzler's Quality Housing mobile studios. And Shannon, a trip to the district championship on the line for Wednesday night against two teams. Obviously, we've seen Conotton a couple of times this year. Bridgeport makes the long trek here to Bowerston to take on the Lady Rockets. Should be a fun one here tonight.
Yeah, and you know, you get in these rhythms of how you do things, this and that, and Conotton Valley, they go to school here. They're the home team. They get the luxury of being at home, being a higher seed, so they don't have to drive. But the issue they run into is Bridgeport is, got a little bit of a drive up here. Well, they had busing issues today as they're still in school. So the time they got everything worked out, we're not going to get started for almost an hour after we were supposed to start. So now that kind of just throws everything off. The Bridgeport players, they had a little bit of a drive to try to get their mindset right. Conotton Valley's been out on the field stretching, throwing, batting. They've been doing all kinds of things to try to stay loose. And now both coaches have got to get their players focused because this ball game's finally going to start at 5:51.
Yep, absolutely. It's going to be a fun game here tonight. Beautiful weather here in Bowerston. Some people are bundled up with some sweatshirts on. Some people have shorts on like the guy next to me. And you got an umpire with a whole wrapped up like it's 20 degrees out here. So we'll see how the game ends tonight. But not a lot of cloud in the sky as we get ready for this Division 7 District Championship game between Bridgeport and Conotton Valley. Big thanks to our sponsors this season and all season long, the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency, Keim Home Center, and Right Mark Roofing. We are in our Wood Electric pregame show. Going to take a break, come back, and we'll be joined in the dugout by Bridgeport head coach Hannah Boyer. That's after this. You listen to Big Z Sports with Claxon Communications.
We invite you to discover Keim Home Center in Charm, Ohio. Keim is your destination for all things home, building, and woodworking. From renovation and building projects to custom millwork needs, our team of experts work with both homeowners and professionals to bring your vision to life. Visit Keim Home Center in Charm or online at keimhome.com. Keim, built on trust since 1911.
Hi, I'm Zach Motice with the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. For all your auto, home, farm, and business insurance needs, contact our team at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency or stop in and see us at one of our 3 locations in downtown New Philadelphia, Sugar Creek, or in Strasburg, providing excellent service to the Tuscarawas Valley since 1885. Everyone here at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency would like to wish all area athletes good luck this season.
Every day begins with purpose. Every job begins with precision. At Right Mark Roofing, we don't just install roofs. We build trust and forge relationships. We understand that your roof is more than just materials. It's protection. It's peace of mind. That's why we use high-quality products and expert craftsmanship. With a sharp focus, our team is always ready to hit the mark. Call Right Mark Roofing. Let's build a future that stands strong.
Wood Electric has been trusted with all of your electrical needs for over 30 years. They are the place to call for residential, commercial, and industrial work. Wood Electric is available 24 hours a day and ready to help with any electrical problem, outage, or installation. Wood Electric, serving Tuscarawas County and beyond since 1988. Like Wood Electric on Facebook or find them online at woodelectric.net.
Welcome back to the Wood Electric pregame show. Joe Geckler in the dugout with Bridgeport head coach Hannah Boyer, presented by PAC Drilling. Coach, your ball club is coming off a 13-3 win over Malvern. As you reflect back to that game, how do you feel your team played?
We played really good that day. Malvern got a lot of big hits against us, and they came to play, and we responded pretty well.
Coach, you make the long bus trip here to Bowerston to play the Conotton Valley Lady Rockets. What do you know about them, and what do you expect from them here tonight?
I know they're a tough team. I know they have great pitching. I know they have great fielding, and I know they can hit the ball. So if we have to come prepared to play them today and play our best game.
Finally, Coach, what are your 3 keys to knocking off the Lady Rockets and moving on to the district championship Wednesday night?
We have to hit the ball. We have to be errorless in the field, and we have to be mentally tough.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck and have fun.
Thank you.
That was Bridgeport Lady Bulldogs head coach Hannah Boyer joining me in the dugout, presented by PAC Drilling. Coming up next, I'll be joined in the dugout by Conotton Valley head coach Jeremy Bleininger, right here with Big Z Sports.
Are you ready to give your home a new look? Look no further than Wayne Door, your one-stop shop for all your residential needs. Garage doors, entry doors, windows, and patio doors. Wayne Door has everything you need to upgrade your curb appeal. With 24/7 emergency service, you can trust their technicians to be there when you need them most. Stop by the Dover showroom on State Route 39 or visit WayneDoor.com and let the experts help transform your house into the home of your dreams. Wayne Door, more than just garage doors, from the people you can trust.
Big moments are coming. Are you ready? If you need sponsor banners, graduation programs, or yard sale signs, the East Central Ohio Print Center has you covered. Visit ecoprintcenter.org. And if you've got a new driver in the house, East Central Ohio ESC offers flexible driver's education with in-car training and online options. Scholarships are available from signs to steering wheels. The East Central Ohio Educational Service Center is here to help. Find out more today online at ecoesc.org.
Sammy Sue's Barbecue on Front Street in Dover offers a menu full of house-smoked meats, including choices like ribs, chicken, steak, and pork. Sammy Sue's takes pride in knowing that everything on their menu is made fresh in their kitchen with the freshest ingredients. Sammy's also offers a variety of specials all week long, including the popular wing nights every Tuesday and Thursday. Find Sammy Sue's Barbecue on Facebook for a full list of daily specials and everything they have to offer.
The Tuscarawas County dairy farmers want you to know that low-fat chocolate milk is a great choice for student-athletes and hard workers. It provides the nutrition needed after practices, games, or a hard day at work, and it tastes great. Low-fat chocolate milk is packed with carbohydrates for energy, proteins to repair muscles, fluids to rehydrate, plus vitamins and minerals to help build strong bones and bodies. It's the official beverage of the Ohio High School Athletic Association. Tuscarawas County Dairy Farmers. Farms. Family. Food.
Welcome back to the Wood Electric pregame show. Joe Geckler in the dugout with Conotton Valley head coach Jeremy Bleininger, presented by PAC Drilling. Coach, the Lady Rockets have lost 2 of the last 3 games. Looking back over the last 3 games, how do you feel your team is playing?
We had one game we didn't execute like we needed to. The second loss was just a hard-fought game against a really good Tusky Valley team. So we played really well. I mean, Tusky Valley just was able to get a run across whenever we couldn't generate one.
Coach, the district semifinals tonight. In the past years, these games would have been played on a neutral site. How does it feel to have another home game for your seniors?
Oh, it's great. Anytime we can get to play at home, it's great. You know, there's a comfort level. I don't care what anybody says. When you're at home, you got a comfort level. You know the field. You know everything about it. So it's nice to have that extra comfort and, give our seniors one last hurrah on their field.
Bridgeport stands in your way to play in the district championship game on Wednesday. What do you know about them, and what do you expect from them here tonight?
We've played them several times over the years, and they've got a pretty decent little pitcher this year, and their new coach has done a really good job, getting them in a better position this year. So they're going to be a scrappy team, and we're just going to have to come out and execute.
Finally, Coach, what are your 3 keys for the Lady Rockets to knock off the Lady Bulldogs and advance to Wednesday night's championship game?
It's like all of our other games. Defense has got to be on point. We've got to hit the ball, and we got to have pitching. So we get those 3 things, and I think that we'll be in pretty good shape.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck and have fun.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
That was Conotton Valley head coach Jeremy Bleininger joining me in the dugout, presented by PAC Drilling. Coming up next, the Wendy's starting lineups and first pitch of the Rockets and Bulldogs right here with Big Z Sports.
Cush Financial Group has been proudly serving the community's financial needs for over 35 years. The team at Cush Financial follows an industry-leading service model with a unique approach and fiduciary responsibilities associated with their board-certified financial planner. With over 75 years of combined experience, the advisors at Cush Financial Group are here to help you achieve your financial goals. Contact their office at 330-308-8700 or visit their website at cushfinancial.com to see about scheduling your free consultation today. Securities and investment advisory services offered through Independence Capital Company Incorporated, member FINRA SIPC.
We invite you to discover Keim Home Center in Charm, Ohio. Keim is your destination for all things home, building, and woodworking. From renovation and building projects to custom millwork needs, our team of experts work with both homeowners and professionals to bring your vision to life. Visit Keim Home Center in Charm or online at keimhome.com. Keim, built on trust since 1911.
Hi, this is Jan McInturf. For the past 30 years, the residents in and around Tuscarawas County have made the call to the realtors and staff at McInturf Realty for buying and selling of residential and commercial properties. We truly live in a great community. For myself and all the agents and staff at McInturf Realty, we would like to wish all the area athletes good luck this season and make the call to McInturf Realty at 330-364-SOLD or find us online at McInturfRealty.net.
Find your path to success at Buckeye Career Center. Buckeye students earned over 3,000 industry-recognized credentials this past school year, and over 130 students participated in our School to Work program or an internship at a local business. Let us help you get a jump start on your future in a career of landscaping and turf management, pharmacy technician, HVACR, CAD development and design, or any of our over 30 programs. Enroll today for next school year by visiting BuckeyeCareerCenter.org.
Back to Conotton Valley High School. Joe Geckler, Shannon Thomas in our Hartzler's Quality Housing mobile studios for district semifinal action between Conotton Valley and Bridgeport. Going to take a quick look at the Wendy starting lineups. First for the Bridgeport Lady Bulldogs, number 4, Hannah Brewer at shortstop. She leads off. Batting second, number 22, Kaylee Baxter. She's in left field. Batting third, number 34, Addie Snodgrass is in center field. Batting fourth, number 9, Vanessa Mullen. She's in the circle tonight. Batting fifth, number 18, Rowan Herman. She's behind the plate. Batting sixth, number 1, Jade Carmen. She's at first base. Number 14, Riley McElroy. She's at second base and batting seventh. Batting eighth, Michaela Plants. She wears number 21 and is your designated player. Batting ninth is number 6, Katie Jackson in right field. And batting 10th, your flex player, is number 23, Vanessa Zelkowski. Again, Brewer, Baxter, Snodgrass, Mullen, Herman, Carmen, McElroy, Plants, Jackson, and Zelkowski. Now for the starting lineups for the Conotton Valley Lady Rockets. Number 7, Lillian Booth. She leads off and plays right field. Batting second, number 9, Braxton Nielsen. She's at shortstop. Number 2, Ava Williams. She's in center field. Batting third. Batting fourth, number 14, Maddie Kelly. She's in the circle tonight. Number 12, Delilah Williams. She's behind the plate and batting fifth. Batting sixth is number 6, Jenica Frudig. She's at third base. Batting seventh, number 4, Miley Gallagher in left field. Batting eighth, number 17, Brooklyn Davis. She's at first base. And batting ninth, number 3, Ariana Spano. She's at second base. Again, Booth, Nielsen, Williams, Kelly, Williams, Frudig, Gallagher, Davis, and Spano. That's your Wendy starting lineups for tonight's game between the Conotton Valley Lady Rockets, the home team, against the Bridgeport Lady Bulldogs here at Conotton Valley High School, with a trip to the district championship game on the line on Wednesday night. Going to take another break, come back, and we'll have the first pitch coming up after this. You're listening to Big Z Sports with Claxon Communications.
T-County Boxing Academy on East High in New Philadelphia invites anyone serious about boxing to see what they offer and have success just like pro boxer and Yurksville's own Sugar Dre Donovan. T-County Boxing Academy not only offers the area's premier training facility, but also offers the best supplements on the market for peak training to get the most out of your workouts. To see all T-County Boxing Academy has to offer, find T-County Boxing Academy-TCBA on Facebook.
This is Jordan Hartzler. At Hartzler's Quality Housing, our goal is to help customers achieve the dream of home ownership. We have been a family-owned, affordable housing business for over 40 years. We value our customers and have the knowledge and experience to help you walk through the home buying process from start to finish.
Conveniently located just off I-77 in New Philadelphia, stop by and browse their model homes or learn more by visiting Harslers.com.
PAC Drilling, a family-owned and operated company since 2005 in Bolivar, takes pride in being an economic oil and gas drilling company. PAC's objective is to contribute to American energy independence through profitable development, operation, and marketing of oil and natural gas wells. PAC also employs operating technicians to oversee each and every well drilled to maximize its productivity and longevity. Contact PAC Drilling at pacdrilling.com.
The Sarchone name has always been known for truck sales, and once you see our inventory, you'll understand why. At Sarchone Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Dalton, you'll find the largest selection of new trucks and SUVs in the area. Shop our inventory at sarshonecdjr.com or stop in and visit us on the corner of Route 30 and Route 94 in Dalton. Sarchone Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. Get your own at Sarchone.
You know what's better than a limited time deal? An unlimited time deal. That's why the Wendy's $5 Biggie Bag with a Junior Bacon Cheeseburger, 4-piece nugs, Junior Hot and Crispy Fries, and small soft drink is available all the time. Because the best time for fresh, never frozen beef and Applewood smoked bacon is all the time. Duh. I feel like I'm repeating myself a lot. For the best deal of all time, gotta be Wendy's.
Unlimited time does not mean forever. U.S. price and participation may vary. Prices may be higher in Alaska, Hawaii, and California and via third-party delivery. Fresh beef available in the contiguous U.S., Alaska, and Canada.
Welcome back to Conotton Valley High School. Joe Geckler, Shannon Thomas in the district semifinals between the Lady Rockets and the Lady Bulldogs of Bridgeport. Coming into the game today, obviously the home team is the Conotton Valley Lady Rockets. They're in their all-white uniforms with yellow numerals trimmed in green, with green socks and green trim on the sleeves and pants. And the Bridgeport Lady Bulldogs, they are in Carolina blue tops with black pants and Carolina blue socks. So battle of blue and black and green and yellow here tonight, Shannon.
Well, battle of, some very good colors, but I get a black pole and a yellow thing. Like, it's gonna be a little bit tough for me here, bouncing up and down trying to see this game.
You want me to slide the table down a little bit farther? Are you good?
We're good. We'll make it work.
Would you rather have that or that yellow piping in front of you?
People like listening to me talk about random stuff, so I could easily talk about Sammy Sue's barbecue all night long.
Absolutely. Tell me about Sammy Sue's.
Hey, go to Sammy Sue's barbecue and get you the Outsider. It's a great sandwich. They have fresh cut fries, and we can't say enough about Sammy Sue. Yeah, she's partnered with Big Z Sports for a very long time, and every time we got something going on, we have free access to use her restaurant and her patio area, and she always supports all the local kids. So make sure you go support Sammy Sue's Barbecue, because not only is the food great, but it's a great local business that supports your local athletes.
100%. That's where we do our preseason show for high school football out on the back deck there, and that's always a good time to be had out there in Sammy Sue's Barbecue in Dover on Front Street. Man, they are awesome. We appreciate Sammy and of course Chris, her husband, as well. So we're getting ready to get underway here, and the first batter coming up for Bridgeport is going to be number 4, Hannah Brewer, the shortstop. She's going to step in against Maddie Kelly in the circle for the Rockets. And at 5:54, this game is underway with strike number 1.
Brewer comes in. She got a pretty good batting average of .414, so she does a nice job of getting on base.
No balls and 1 strike to Brewer. Now the 0-1 pitch. Swung on and shot down the third base line and just out of the reach of Frudig, and it does go foul for strike number 2.
Yeah, third baseman Frudig, man, she's playing real shallow. She's about a quarter of the way down the baseline there. I don't know if she's expecting a bunt or what, but she's aggressive on that hot corner.
Hannah Brewer, the leadoff hitter. 0-2 pitch, going to be low for ball number 1. She comes in, like Shannon said, batting .414. She's only a junior, so she'll be back next year for this Lady Bulldogs team. Kaylee Baxter on deck, Addie Snodgrass in the hole for the Lady Bulldogs. Now the 1-2 pitch. Swung on, driven down the left field line, and that's going to be a fair ball. It's going to get all the way to the fence, and that's going to be at least a double. And she's going to try for 3 as the throw comes in, and she is going to be safe with a stand-up triple by Hannah Brewer.
Yeah, that's impressive right there. It's a nice hit right down the line there, and then she turned it into a triple and a stand-up triple at that.
Stand-up triple for Hannah Brewer on a 1-2 pitch off of Maddie Kelly. That's going to bring in the junior number 22, Kaylee Baxter, the left fielder for the Lady Bulldogs. Now the first pitch. Squares the bunt. Did she offer? I don't know. They said no. Ball number 1.
Yeah, nice job right there by Delilah Williams, the catcher for the Rockets. That ball come in high, and good thing she was able to reach up there and snag it because that would have been an easy run.
Baxter comes in, batting .211. Ground ball to shortstop. That's going to get a run in. The fire on to first. That's going to be out number 1, but the Lady Bulldogs are up 1-0 after an RBI ground out by Kaylee Baxter.
Yeah, nice play right there to just get her teammate home. That's how big that triple was.
Put the ball in play, and you get a run in. Going to bring in number 34, Addie Snodgrass, the center fielder. She's only a freshman. Inside corner, strike number 1. Snodgrass batting .413 on the season. 4 triples, 20 RBIs on the season. Going to be a line back up the middle, and that's going to be a base hit. So Snodgrass gets on with a 1-out single up the middle. And the Bulldogs are in business now with 2 of the first 3 reaching and 1 already scoring. That's going to bring in the pitcher, number 9, Vanessa Mullen. She bats from the left side, and she is in the circle tonight for the Lady Bulldogs. First pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike number 1. Rowan Herman on deck. Jade Carmen in the hole if they can get to her. Now the 0-1 pitch from Kelly. Going to be chopped at the plate. That's going to be a fair ball. Kelly Fields fires the first, and she beats it out. Does Mullen. So now we have runners on second and first after the infield single by Vanessa Mullen.
Yeah, just a nice hustle to get down that first base line. It hit that turf, and it didn't really go nowhere but up after it hit the turf, so the pitcher had to come a long ways to try to make a play.
So Rowan Herman, the catcher, steps in. And now the first pitch. Swung on and driven out to center field. Williams going back, and she makes the catch in center. The runner on second tagging going to third. There's going to be a play. And as the runner advances to second as well, Mullen up to second, and Snodgrass up to third after the sacrifice fly by Rowan Herman.
Yeah, she put a drive on it, put it a long way. She's probably hoping it would carry a little further, but it kind of died down right there, and they was able to make a nice play out there to get the catch and get it in. But like I said, runners advance.
So runners on second and third now with 2 outs. As Jade Carmen steps in and takes a strike on the outside corner. Carmen comes in, batting .418 on the season. She is a freshman as well. Swung on, driven out to left center, or right center field, going to get another run in and maybe make it 2 runs as a play is going to come to the plate, and the runner actually retreats back to third base, and now she's going to score after the catcher, Williams, throws it into center field trying to get the runner at second, so a run scores. That's going to be Snodgrass, and then Mullen comes around and scores after the error by the second baseman trying to get Carmen at second.
Just nice, smart play right there by the Bulldogs. Runner decided to go back to third, and then with the bat at the throw, she was able to advance anyhow.
Swing and a miss by Riley McElroy for strike number 1. So 3-0 here, top of the first inning. Bridgeport leads Conotton Valley. 2 outs here. Runner on second base. That's Jade Carmen. Inside corner, strike number 2.
A quick Sammy Sue's Barbecue scoreboard update. Tusky Valley leads Barnesville 6-1 in the top of the 5th, and Dover leads New Philadelphia 2-1 in the top of the 5th.
Fouled off down the first base line to add to that scoreboard. Strasburg up on Caldwell 6-1, top of the 5th.
If you wonder why everybody's in the 5th and we're still in the 1st.
A long bus ride, how about that?
Little bus delay, but Bridgeport got here, and they're doing work.
Foul ball back behind us. Count remains at no balls and 2 strikes to McElroy.
As Joe said, that score Strasburg 6-1 over Caldwell. The winner of that game will play the winner of this game in the district championship.
On Wednesday night, we move to neutral sites after tonight. Now the 0-2 pitch to McElroy from Maddie Kelly. In the dirt for ball number 1. Runner off second, gets a big secondary lead, but then hustles back into second base. So 1 ball and 2 strikes now to McElroy. Michaela Plants on deck for the Lady Bulldogs. And now the 1-2 pitch. Outside corner, strike 3 called, but 3 big runs for the Lady Bulldogs. And after a half inning, Bridgeport 3, Conotton Valley nothing. Back after this with Big Z Sports.
Are you ready to make a difference in a young person's life? Big Brothers Big Sisters of East Central Ohio has 88 children waiting for a mentor. As a mentor, you will spend as little as 4 hours a month with your little, guiding them, listening, and helping them discover their full potential. Your time and your kindness can change the course of their future. By becoming a Big, you're not just volunteering, you're defending the potential of a child, giving them an opportunity to dream big and reach higher. Visit www.bigs4kids.com to sign up and help us make sure that no child has to wait. Big Brothers Big Sisters of East Central Ohio. Defend the potential and become a Big today.
If you're planning a major concrete project, you need the help of Stocker Concrete Company. From precast concrete products to ready-mix concrete, sand, gravel, limestone, and concrete block, the professionals at Stocker Concrete can help you get started and keep you on the path to completion using the best materials you can find. Stocker Concrete is the concrete material provider you can count on. See them at 7574 Route 36, Janaden Hutton, or call 740-254-4626.
Bottom of the first inning, back out here at Conotton Valley High School. Big thanks to our presenting sponsors, the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency, Keim Home Center, and Right Mark Roofing, Joe Geckler, Shannon Thomas, in our Hartzler's Quality Housing mobile studios. And 3 big runs there in the top of the first, Shannon, by Bridgeport. But here come the Conotton Valley Lady Rockets in their half of the first inning.
Yeah, the Rockets offense now, they got to find a way to go help bail their defense out right there. Just like you said, I think that kind of caught them off guard a little bit, and Bridgeport did an awesome job.
Booth lays down the bunt, fielded by the pitcher, fires on to first, and that's going to be out number 1. 1 pitch and 1 out as Lillian Booth bunts back to the pitcher, Vanessa Mullen, and she gets her at first.
Yeah, Mullen did a nice job getting out of the circle and getting that ball. Booth's got a little bit of speed, but Mullen made a great play and nice throw.
Update for the Strasburg-Caldwell game. Bottom of the 5th inning, 8-1 Strasburg leads. First pitch to Braxton Nielsen, going to be low and outside for ball number 1. Nielsen, Ava Williams on deck, swung, line drive up the middle. That's going to be a base hit by Braxton Nielsen. So a 1-out single by Nielsen brings in the center fielder, Ava Williams.
Yeah, Nielsen come into the season batting .427, so she just continues to do what she would. But now the big bat coming up with a batting average of .484 for Williams.
Ava Williams, the center fielder. First pitch, swung on and missed on the changeup outside. Maddie Kelly on deck for the Lady Rockets. Delilah Williams in the hole. High and inside for ball number 1. 1 ball and 1 strike now to Williams. 1 out, bottom of the first. Bridgeport leads 3-0 over Conotton Valley. District semifinals here in Bowerston. Going to be a pop-up. Center fielder has it, and she makes the catch. Does Addie Snodgrass for out number 2.
Yeah, she did a nice job right there. Thought she almost came in a little bit far and lost it in the sun, and she was able to get under it and make the catch.
Sun bright. High in the sky here tonight. Very few clouds around. Beautiful blue sky. Beautiful night for some high school softball. Maddie Kelly steps in. Where's number 14? Bats from the right side. Change up on inside corner. Strike number 1.
Kelly's one of those players at the plate that she can change a game in a hurry. She comes in batting .521 with 7 home runs on the season.
Big bat for Maddie Kelly. Now the 0-1 pitch. Swung on. Fouled off back behind us for strike number 2. Don't have to worry about a baseball game here tonight. I think the baseball team was practicing earlier. Now they're all done. Probably here rooting on the Lady Rockets. So now no balls and 2 strikes to Kelly. Mullen with the 0-2 pitch. Swung on, fouled off. It's going to be back behind the third base dugout. Almost went through the basketball hoop.
I was watching. I thought she was going to get a three-pointer on that one.
Yep, that would have been pretty incredible if that would have went through the basketball hoop. I'd have told her she'd never do that again. Now the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled off again. That changeup giving Kelly fits, but she's staying out in front of it. Just stayed back enough there to get a piece.
Yeah, she barely got a piece of that one, so a nice job to battle.
Delilah Williams, the catcher, on deck. And now the 0-2 pitch. Swung on, driven out to right field, and that's going to get a run in as Maddie Kelly puts one up against the fence, and that's going to be a triple for Maddie Kelly and an RBI. Actually, they're going to send her home. The throw's coming to the plate, and she is safe inside the park. Home run by Maddie Kelly, and the score now 3-2. Bridgeport leads Conotton Valley.
Well, I said she could change it with a swing of the bat, thinking she would knock it out of the park, but instead she used her wheels right there and got it inside the park home run.
Yes, she did. Slid head first into home. 2 RBIs on the play. Helps herself out, and it's going to bring in the catcher, Delilah Williams. Swung on. That's line drive out to left field. That's going to be a base hit. The Rockets still in business here with 2 outs in the bottom of the first as Williams lines a single into left field.
Yeah, just nice job placing it out there. Just
going to have a courtesy runner now as looks like number 1, Gretchen Rowley, steps in and runs tonight. Going to run for Delilah Williams, just a courtesy runner.
Yeah, Williams is the catcher. She had to take all of her gear off to come up here to bat. Now she gets to go back in and take a break and put all of her gear back on.
So that's going to bring in number 6, Jenica Frutig. Not sure what the delay is here. A home plate umpire maybe putting on more warm clothes. I don't know.
Well, I think he had so much gear on he had to get his notepad back in his pocket.
Now the first pitch to Frutig. In the dirt for ball number 1. Rowley takes off for second, but she goes back.
Yeah, Rowley's got a little bit of speed behind her, and I can see Coach Bleininger being aggressive right here.
Now the 1-0 pitch. Outside for ball number 2. 2 balls and no strikes. To Jenica Frutig. Miley Gallagher, your left fielder, on deck with 2 outs here, bottom of the first. 2-0 pitch. Outside corner, strike number 1. Now the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss for strike number 2. Evens the count now at 2 balls and 2 strikes and 2 outs here. Bottom of the first. Deuces Wild on the scoreboard. Now the 2-2 pitch to Frutig. Inside corner, strike number 3. But 2 big runs on an inside the park home run by Maddie Kelly brings the Rockets within 1. And after 1, Bridgeport 3, Conotton Valley 2. Back after this with Big Z Sports.
The certified public accountants at Niedenthal & Company believe in the value of relationships. Niedenthal & Company has been in business for over 50 years in your community, helping individuals and businesses grow. Niedenthal & Company can help manage and prepare your payroll, plan your estate, and prepare your business and personal income taxes. Stop into the Niedenthal facility on North Worcester Avenue in Dover and become a valued client today.
Dumont Sporting Goods in Dover and Canton has just what you're looking for, so your athlete has the best gear for the sports they play. Dumont's has a large apparel selection and can handle your customized screen printing as well as embroidery for your team or business. For sporting goods and for all your apparel needs, Dumont Sporting Goods in Dover and Canton has everything you want to play and look your best.
Well, back to Conotton Valley High School. Maddie Kelly's first pitch to Michaela Plants. Strike 1 on the outside corner. Now the 0-1 pitch. Swung on and dribbled down third base line, but foul. Count goes now to no balls and 2 strikes. Big thanks to our presenting sponsors, the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency, Keim Home Center, and Right Mark Roofing. Joe Geckler, Shannon Thomas in our Hartsburg Quality Housing mobile studios. And now the 0-2 pitch to Plants. Change up high and outside for ball one. Katie Jackson on deck for the Lady Bulldogs. And now the 1-2 pitch. Swung on, driven down the right field line, and just foul as Plants tried to plant one over there down the first base line, and it just went foul. It's kind of weird seeing that name when we know Michaela Plants, and we both looked at each other and we're like, "Whoa, we gotta message Tim and say, hey, your daughter's playing for Bridgeport tonight." So
yeah, that's not a
common
name.
No. So the 1-2 pitch now to Plants. Strike three called, and out number one here in the top of the second inning. Going to bring in the right fielder, Katie Jackson. She bats from the right side, wears number 6. Coming into the game. Jackson batting 196 on the season, takes a strike on the inside corner. Back-to-back strikeouts going back to the bottom of the first with McElroy going down looking and with Plants swinging and missing. Now strike number 2 to Katie Jackson. No balls and 2 strikes. On deck, number 4, Hannah Brewer. Now the 0-2 pitch. Outside corner, strike number 3, and out number 2 here in the top of the second.
Some quick scoreboard updates. You said Strasburg now leads 8-3.
8-3
after 5.
Going to the 6th inning.
And then Tuskegee Valley is now up 6-2 in the top of the 6th over Barnesville in softball action. New Philly leads Dover 3-2, I believe that's what the score was. Top of 5. And Gareway in baseball tournament action leads Shenandoah 10-1 in the top of the 5, or top of the 5th.
Hannah Brewer takes strike 1 on the outside corner. Tripled her first time up. That's going to be dribbled out to shortstop, picked up by the shortstop, fires to first, and she beat it out as Braxton Nielsen picked it and fired it, just not fast enough as Hannah Brewer can pick him up and put him down going down that first base line.
Wow, she's got some speed. I'm shocked the track coach isn't after her.
I know, right? I looked up, and she was about 3 feet from first base. I'm like, there's no chance they're getting her. She can move down that first base line, can Hannah Brewer. So that's her second hit of the day, a triple, and now a single halfway to the cycle. As Kaylee Baxter steps in, she grounded out to the shortstop. As Brewer takes off, going to steal second, and the ball goes all the way into center field, and that's going to be a run as Brewer's going to get all the way home after the ball goes all the way to the center field fence, and that's going to be a stolen base and an E2 on the throw to allow Brewer to get all the way in.
The umpire ran out there thinking he was going to have to make a call, and then he realized that he was in the middle of the tracks and the train was coming.
The train about ran him over, too. Line drive into left center field, and that's going to get down for a hit. Nice hit there by Baxter. She's going to second, and that's going to be a double for Baxter as she lines it into left center field. And that's going to be her first hit of the day. Now she is 1 for 2 on the day. Going to bring in number 34, Addie Snodgrass. She singled to center and scored her first time up. So 4-2, top of the second inning now as Bridgeport leads Conotton Valley. Inside corner, strike number 1 to Snodgrass. On deck, Vanessa Mullen. Rowan Herman in the hole if they can get to her. With 2 outs here at the top of the second inning. Now the 0-1 pitch. Outside corner this time for strike number 2. No balls and 2 strikes to Snodgrass. Again, 1 for 1 on the day with a run scored. Now the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the outside changeup for strike 3 and out number 3. And after 1.5, 4-2, Bridgeport leads Conotton Valley. Back after this with Big Z Sports.
As a parent, a high school sports season can be exhausting. From traveling to games, eating on the run, getting to bed late, and oh yeah, still working your 9 to 5. After all that, you need to unwind, and there is no better way to do that than at one of the 10 lakes operated by the Muskingum Watershed Conservancy District. The opportunities are endless with things to do, plus the option of primitive tent camping or treating yourself to glamping in one of their cabins. See all the Muskingum Watershed offers by finding them at mwcd.org.
TMK Valley Propane is embracing remote tank monitors. Are you tired of going outside to check your propane tank or forget to order your propane on time? TMK Valley Propane now provides reliable remote tank monitoring technology. Let TMK Valley Propane take the worry away, provide timely delivery, and never run out of propane again. Thank you for your trust in TMK Valley Propane.
All with TMK, service with a personal touch.
Welcome back to Conotton Valley High School. Bottom of the second inning, 4-2. Bridgeport leads the Lady Rockets. Miley Gallagher steps in. Takes ball number 1 outside. Brooklyn Davis on deck. Ariana Spano in the hole. So 7, 8, and 9 here in the bottom of the second inning. 1-0 pitch. Swung on, driven out to right field. And it is going to be caught by the right fielder. Nice catch out there by Katie Jackson for out number 1.
Yeah, I couldn't really see because of the yellow thing. I tried to reach up, and I seen base umpire Kevin Herron raise his hand. I thought, oh, that's an out.
It was funny. I leaned between the black pole and looked out here, and she caught it like laying on the ground. Hard shot down third base line, but foul by number 17, Brooklyn Davis, for strike number 1. Now the 0-1 pitch. High and inside for ball number 1. 1 ball and 1 strike now to Brooklyn Davis. She comes in batting .346 on the year. That's a line drive to right center field. That's a one hop off the fence, and she's going to get at least 2 out of that, and she'll stop right there at second base. But that was a frozen rope to right center field fence by Brooklyn Davis.
Yeah, nice job, getting the barrel on the ball there and just keeping her head down, drove right through it. Like I said, it hit that turf and took a nice bounce, and the center fielder did a nice job getting there to hold her at 2.
So Ariana Spano going to step in. The second baseman just turn and bunt, going to pop it up, and I would have caught it if there was no fence. It was right back out here to the fence. Strike number 1 to Spano. Going to be a hard chop down the first base line, but that's going to go foul for strike number 2 to Spano. Runner on second with a 1-out double by Brooklyn Davis. Now Spano in the hole now at no balls and 2 strikes. Lillian Booth on deck. Swing and a miss by Spano for out number 2. And it looks like we have a pinch hitter now. Looks like number 10, Brooklyn Kelly, coming in for number 7, Lillian Booth. I would assume that Kelly will go to shortstop when she comes in, and then Spano will go out to right field.
And Nielsen will go to second.
And Nielsen will go to second. That's their typical lineup. Only assuming, though. You know what happens when you assume, Shannon. So Brooklyn Kelly stepping in, her first plate appearance. Swung on and popped up back over the first base dugout and foul. After 6 innings down at Caldwell, Strasburg up 8-3, headed to the 7th. Winner of that game plays the winner of this game in the district championship on Wednesday. Ground ball to third. Fielded off the glove of the third baseman. That's going to be an E5. Allow the runner to get on over to third and for Kelly to get on first. So E5 on the play. The third baseman couldn't come up with it cleanly. As Braxton Nielsen steps in, she singled and scored on Maddie Kelly's 2-run inside the park home run. Swing and a miss on the changeup as Kelly steals second with no throw. So runners on second and third now with 2 outs. And a 1-0 pitch. Line drive just out of the reach of the second baseman, and that's going to get both runs in. And Nielsen going to touch second, go all the way to third, and now she's coming home. Is there going to be a throw? There will not. Home run, Braxton Nielsen. A 3-run inside the park home run for Braxton Nielsen.
When was the last time you've seen a game that had 2 inside the park home runs in back-to-back innings?
It's been a long time, if ever, Shannon. That's going to give Conotton Valley the lead here at 5-4. As Ava Williams steps in, takes strike number 1. Now the 0-1 pitch. Inside for ball number 1. 1 ball and 1 strike, 2 outs here. Bottom of the second, 5-4 Conotton Valley. Now the 1-1 pitch. Swung on, driven out to center field. Center fielder back, and she cannot get to it. Take a 1 bounce off the fence as Ava Williams touches second, and she heads on to third for a triple over the center fielder's head. Ava Williams getting in the action with extra base hit. As Maddie Kelly steps in, she's 1 for 1 on the day with a 2-run inside the park home run, her first time up.
Yeah, do you really pitch to her?
Strike on the inside corner to Maddie Kelly. Delilah Williams on deck. Swung on and popped up. Shortstop calling it. And she makes the catch for out number 3. But 3 big runs for the Lady Rockets gives them the lead. And after 2, Conotton Valley 5, Bridgeport 4. Back after this with Big Z Sports.
We invite you to discover Keim Home Center in Charm, Ohio. Keim is your destination for all things home, building, and woodworking. From renovation and building projects to custom millwork needs, our team of experts work with both homeowners and professionals to bring your vision to life. Visit Keim Home Center in Charm or online at keimhome.com. Keim, built on trust since 1911.
Hi, I'm Zach Motice with the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. For all your auto, home, farm, and business insurance needs, contact our team at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency or stop in and see us at one of our 3 locations in downtown New Philadelphia, Sugar Creek, or in Strasburg, providing excellent service to the Tuscarawas Valley since 1885. Everyone here at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency would like to wish all area athletes good luck this season.
Welcome back to Conotton Valley High School. 5-4, Conotton Valley leads Bridgeport as Vanessa Mullen steps in to face Maddie Kelly here in the top of the third. Swing and a miss for strike number 1. Mullen singled her first time up and scored. Mullen, Herman, and Carmen here in the top of the third. Swing and a miss for strike number 2. Now the 0-2 pitch from Maddie Kelly. She rocks and delivers. Shot down the third base line, but just foul. Count remains at no balls and 2 strikes. It's great when you have Big Z Sports fans all over the area knowing that we're doing so many games, and we have people texting me with different scores, and of course we're getting scoreboard updates from a lot of people here tonight. We appreciate the support for Big Z Sports. Swung on, grounded to short, picked and fired. She's going to beat that out again as Mullen, another infield single. As Brooklyn Kelly fired it on to first, and they say Mullen beat it out at first for another infield hit.
Yeah, 2 other games we got on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel. The Trojans of Tuskegee Valley now lead the Shamrocks 7-2 in the top of the 7th inning.
High for ball number 1.
And Dover and New Philadelphia softball are tied at 3 after 5 innings.
So Rowan Herman steps in. She had a sacrifice fly her first time. High for ball number 2. Now the 2-0 pitch. Swung on and fouled off back behind us. For strike number 1. Jade Carmen on deck. Riley McElroy in the hole. Now the 2-1 pitch. Inside corner, strike number 2 runs the count even now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Mullen on first after an infield single. Strike 3 called at the knees, and out number 1 here in the top of the 3rd. 5th strikeout on the day for Maddie Kelly. Going to bring in Jade Carmen now, the first baseman. She singled and an RBI her first time up. Swung on and popped back behind us and out of play for strike number 1. Inside corner, strike number 2. Couple defensive changes. Brooklyn Kelly at shortstop, Braxton Nielsen at second, and Ariana Spano out in right field now for the Lady Rockets. And now the 0-2 pitch. Outside corner and squirts away from the catcher Williams as Mullen gets up to second base on the pass ball. So 1 ball and 2 strikes now to Jade Carmen. Swung on and popped up. Second baseman calling it. And she makes the catch, does Braxton Nielsen for out number 2.
Yeah, nice job right there because it looked like she over pursued it just a little bit and had to reach back and get it. But it was in foul territory, but you still want the out.
So 2 outs now, top of the 3rd inning. 5-4, Conotton Valley leads Bridgeport. Going to step in Riley McElroy. She struck out looking her first time. Going to square to bunt. Pulls back. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike number 1. A lot of scoring early on. 9 runs through the first 2 innings. Now the 0-1 pitch. Swung on. Shortstop has it and makes the catch as Brooklyn Kelly records out number 3 here in the top of the 3rd. A runner left, and after 2.5, 5-4, Conotton Valley leads. Back after this with Big Z Sports.
Every day begins with purpose. Every job begins with precision. At Rightmark Roofing, we don't just install roofs. We build trust and forge relationships. We understand that your roof is more than just materials. It's protection. It's peace of mind. That's why we use high-quality products and expert craftsmanship. With a sharp focus, our team is always ready to hit the mark. Call Rightmark Roofing. Let's build a future that stands strong.
Wood Electric has been trusted with all of your electrical needs for over 30 years. They are the place to call for residential, commercial, and industrial work. Wood Electric is available 24 hours a day and ready to help with any electrical problem, outage, or installation. Wood Electric, serving Tuscarawas County and beyond since 1988. Like Wood Electric on Facebook or find them online at woodelectric.net.
Welcome back to Conotton Valley High School. Joe Geckler, Shannon Thomas, as the first batter steps up. And she dribbles it down the third base line, does Delilah Williams, and it bounces off the third baseman Zelkowski for a base hit.
Yeah, she looked like she was going to get it in her glove, and I think she kind of took her eye off it just a little bit, and it kind of hit the palm of her glove, it looked like, and then went into her throwing hand, and I think she stoved her fingers there a little bit.
Looks like we're going to have another courtesy runner. Is that Rowley again?
Yeah, it's got to be Rowley again since they brought her in the first time for her.
Yep, Gretchen Rowley now the courtesy runner. Ground ball to third, just past the third baseman and out of reach. And that's going to be another hit by Frudig. Runners on second and first now with nobody out after back-to-back base hits on the first pitch. Going to bring in number 4, Miley Gallagher, the left fielder. She flew out to right field her first time up.
Sammy Sue's barbecue scoreboard update. The Tuskegee Valley Trojans have knocked off the Burnsville Shamrocks 7-2.
Got a pop up just out of reach of the second baseman. The center fielder can't come up with it, and that's going to be a run as the runner's going to score. And that's going to be a base hit, an RBI, and an E8 to allow the runners to advance. RBI single by Miley Gallagher. Gets a runner all the way to third. And Gallagher gets to second on the error by the center fielder. First pitch to Brooklyn Davis, high for ball one. She thought about swinging and held up. Foul ball, back to the screen here. Final in Caldwell. Strasburg knocks off Caldwell 8-3 to move on to the district championship game on Wednesday to face the winner of our game right here of Bridgeport and Conotton Valley. Inside for ball number 2. So 6-4, Conotton Valley leads Bridgeport. Bottom of the third inning. Line drive back to the pitcher. She fields it, throws it, and gets the out at first. Nice play there by Mullen, the pitcher, to knock that down and get the out at first. First out of the inning. Going to bring in Ariana Spano. She struck out her first time up. Going to be a line. Hit the shortstop. They fired it home, and she's going to be safe as the runner coming home. That's Jenica Frudig, and that's going to be the 7th run of the ball game for Conotton Valley, and an RBI by Spano on the fielder's choice.
Yeah, I kind of thought maybe they was going to have her at the plate, but a little bit of bobble out there, and she did a nice job getting down.
Shot up the middle by Brooklyn Kelly. They're going to hold the runner at third, and that's going to load the bases now for Braxton Nielsen. Final, West Muskingum, they knock off Martins Ferry 20-5 in the Division 5 East District semifinals. So West Muskingum will play Tuskegee Valley on Wednesday at a site to be determined for a spot in the regional championship game, or regional semifinals, excuse me.
That could possibly be a Buckeye Trail game.
That could be a Buckeye Trail, you're right. Foul ball by Braxton Nielsen. Gonna make the count 1 ball and 1 strike. Swung on and fouled down the first base line again. Runs the count now to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Now the 1-2 pitch. Swung on and popped up again down the first base line and out of play. Count remains at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Ball low, runs the count even now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Only 1 out here, bottom of the first, bases full of Lady Rockets. Braxton Nielsen, the second baseman, has a 2-2 count. Now the pitch, swung on to second base, fielded by the second baseman, fires home, and she said she was safe at the plate as number 4, Miley Gallagher, slides in head first as the fielder's choice went 4-2.
In baseball tournament action, Garraway picks up the win in 5 innings over Shenandoah, 11-1.
Big win for the Pirates there today as they get the big win. First swing and foul off by Ava Williams, the center fielder, for strike number 1. So now 8-4, Conotton Valley leads Bridgeport here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Only 1 out. Swing and a foul ball right back here to the fence. No balls and 2 strikes. Maddie Kelly on deck. She had a big home run her first time up. An inside the park variety, Shannon.
Yeah, we've seen 2 of those so far this game, and right now, if the Rockets going to win, they're making that player of the game shot. They'll pick a little hard.
As Ava Williams takes one off the backside as a hit by pitch. And an RBI. As Spano scores, as the bases remain loaded now for Maddie Kelly, with the Rockets up 9-4.
Get you an RBI on a hit by pitch.
Outside corner for strike number 1. Take one for the team and get yourself an RBI.
Kelly's a nice batter for the Rockets this inning.
Inside for ball number 1.
She had to practice her limbo skills right there.
That was high and tight. Now the 1-1 pitch. Swung on, driven out to left field, but that's going to be foul just early on that pitch for strike number 2. So now 2 balls and, or 2 strikes, or 1 ball and 2 strikes. 4 runs in here in the bottom of the 3rd. Be high for ball number 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Just 1 out here in the bottom of the 3rd. Bases full of Lady Rockets. Now the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 and out number 2 here in the bottom of the 3rd inning.
Yeah, she went after that high one. She loaded up big on that one, and they kept rising. She just got under it.
Now Delilah Williams for the 2nd time here in the inning. Swing and a miss for strike number 1. She singled her first time up and scored. Outside corner strike number 2. No balls and 2 strikes. Williams on the day 2 for 2 with a run scored. And now the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and popped up. And that's going to be the left fielder's ball out there. And she makes the catch for out number 3. But a big inning of 4 big runs by the Lady Rockets. And after 3, 9-4, Conotton Valley leads Bridgeport. Back after this with Big Z Sports.
Are you ready to give your home a new look? Look no further than Wayne Door, your one-stop shop for all your residential needs. Garage doors, entry doors, windows, and patio doors. Wayne Door has everything you need to upgrade your curb appeal. With 24/7 emergency service, you can trust their technicians to be there when you need them most. Stop by the Dover showroom on State Route 39 or visit WayneDoor.com and let the experts help transform your house into the home of your dreams. Wayne Door, more than just garage doors, from the people you can trust.
Spring and summer bring big events, graduations, yard sales, and tournaments. The Educational Service Center Print Center is your go-to for sponsor banners, yard signs, and custom graduation packages with invitations, envelopes, and thank you cards. And when it's time for sports, the ECO Center in St. Clairsville is the perfect venue for AAU and JO tournaments. With spacious seating, plenty of parking, and easy access to hotels and restaurants, it's your one-stop arena for wrestling, cheer, and more. Plan your next event with us on the court or in print. Find out more today online at ecoesc.org.
Welcome back to Conotton Valley High School. Joe Geckler, Shannon Thomas in our Hartzler's Quality Housing Mobile Studios. Headed to the top of the fourth, 9-4. Conotton Valley leads Bridgeport. Going to have 8, 9, and 1 for the Lady Bulldogs.
You know, I encourage you to stay here and watch us, and if you got split screen, you might want to pull up that Dover New Philadelphia softball game, as it's at the top of the 7th inning, still tied 3-3. And the Quakers have runners on second and third with no outs, so that game's getting very interesting in the rivalry.
So what was the score? I missed it.
3-3, top of the 7th. Quakers got 2-1 and no outs.
Interesting game over there at Dover City Park. The 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss for strike number 2 to Plants. Struck out her first time up. Katie Jackson on deck with Hannah Brewer in the hole. 8, 9, and 1 here at the top of the 4th inning. Ball off the turf for ball number 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 pitch, swung on and missed, strike 3, and out number 1 here in the top of the 4th. Going to bring in Katie Jackson, the right fielder. She struck out looking her first time up. Six strikeouts now on the day for Maddie Kelly. First pitch swung on and found back behind us for strike number 1. We may need to bundle up on Wednesday. I was looking at the weather. Looks like a high of about 55 on Wednesday.
Yeah, but if it's games where we think it'll be, if it's Strasburg and Conotton Valley, we'll be good because it's been there the last couple of years. And they got the press box, so we'll be good.
TCC has a press box.
Yep.
Do they? I did not know that. I don't think I've ever done it. When did that happen?
They've had it for a few years.
Last time I did a softball game at TCC, Sophia Knight was the star for the Saints. And now she's probably in her junior year now with the Rockets, the Toledo Rockets at that.
Yeah, they got a nice press box up there, and I did 1 or 2 games there.
Swung on and fouled off. Count remains at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Well, that makes me smile a little bit, Shannon. I did not know that. I'm thinking, oh, man, there's a chance of rain on Wednesday as well.
Just sit back and think, since Big Z Sports came back, well, it's been 10 years now, of the improvements that all the IVC schools have made to their athletic facilities.
Unbelievable. Now the 1-2 pitch fouled off and going to fall innocently to the turf here at Conotton Valley. The count remains at 1 ball and 2 strikes. You're right on that, Shannon. All the facilities, whether it be football, basketball even, gymnasium upgrades, and then baseball upgrades, softball diamond upgrades. They didn't have turf out here at Conotton Valley when we came back in 2015. 10 years now.
Some of the schools building brand new field houses.
Outside corner for strike number 3 and out number 2 here in the top of the 4th inning. Back to the top of the order now, and number 4, Hannah Brewer, the shortstop. She is 2 for 2 on the day with a single and a triple. 2 runs scored. Nice ball player, only a junior for the Lady Bulldogs. We grounded to short, picked and fire, and it's going to overshoot the first baseman, Brooklyn Davis, as Brooklyn Kelly fired a rocket over to first base, and it's going to go down as an E6 on the play.
Yeah, and then the ball went out of play, so she automatically got the next base. So she's just fast, and it looked like they was going to finally have her once, and then they overthrew it.
Probably the error caused by the speed of one Hannah Brewer. Kaylee Baxter now steps in, takes a strike. She takes off for third, and now she's going to go around third and head home, and she's going to score. Nice heads-up base running there by Hannah Brewer. Stolen base and an error on the catcher. Allows the run to score to make it 9-5.
Yeah, I don't even know if I attempt to even try to throw her out. She is so fast and aggressive with the base running. I mean, she makes it look easy.
Puts pressure on the defense for sure. Swung on and fouled off the catcher's shin guard, as you heard. Now no balls and 2 strikes. Swinging and a miss for strike 3 and out number 3 here in the top of the 4th inning. And after 3.5, Conotton Valley 9, Bridgeport 5. Back after this with Big Z Sports.
Sammy Sue's Barbecue on Front Street in Dover offers a menu full of house-smoked meats, including choices like ribs, chicken, steak, and pork. Sammy Sue's takes pride in knowing that everything on their menu is made fresh in their kitchen with the freshest ingredients. Sammy's also offers a variety of specials all week long, including the popular wing nights every Tuesday and Thursday. Find Sammy Sue's Barbecue on Facebook for a full list of daily specials and everything they have to offer.
The Tuscarawas County dairy farmers want you to know that low-fat chocolate milk is a great choice for student-athletes and hard workers. It provides the nutrition needed after practices, games, or a hard day at work, and it tastes great. Low-fat chocolate milk is packed with carbohydrates for energy, proteins to repair muscles, fluids to rehydrate, plus vitamins and minerals to help build strong bones and bodies. It's the official beverage of the Ohio High School Athletic Association. Tuscarawas County Dairy Farmers. Farms. Family. Food.
Bottom of the 4th inning back here at Conotton, 6, 7, and 8. Frutig, Gallagher, and Davis for the Lady Rockets, leading 9-5. First pitch swung on and popped up. First baseman has it and squeezes it for out number 1. Going to bring in Miley Gallagher, the left fielder. She singled. Has an RBI on the day and a run scored. She is 1 for 2. In the dirt for ball number 1. Or off the turf, whichever you want to say. I'm used to saying in the dirt, but nowadays you have to change your verbiage.
In the rubber pellets.
Swing and a miss for strike number 1. 1 ball and 1 strike to Miley Gallagher, your left fielder. One of 3 seniors on the club for the Rockets. Strike at the belt. Runs the count now to 1 ball and 2 strikes. The winner of this game plays the Strasburg Lady Tigers at a site to be determined on Wednesday. Foul ball bounces off Gallagher's foot. She hobbles out of the batter's box.
Actually, it hit her in the knee.
Ooh, that doesn't feel very good. Strasburg beat Caldwell 8-3 today. Swing and a miss. Strike number 3 and out number 2 here in the top of the bottom of the 4th inning. Going to bring in number 17, Brooklyn Davis. She is 1 for 2 on the day with a double, a run scored. She grounded out back to the pitcher. Her 2nd time up. Swung on and popped up to the center fielder, and she makes the catch. Out there is Addie Snodgrass for out number 3 here in the bottom of the 4th inning. And after 4, 9-5, Conotton Valley leads. Back after this with Big Z Sports.
Cush Financial Group has been proudly serving the community's financial needs for over 35 years. The team at Cush Financial follows an industry-leading service model with a unique approach and fiduciary responsibilities associated with their board-certified financial planner. With over 75 years of combined experience, the advisors at Cush Financial Group are here to help you achieve your financial goals. Contact their office at 330-308-8700 or visit their website at cushfinancial.com to see about scheduling your free consultation today. Securities and investment advisory services offered through Independence Capital Company Incorporated, member FINRA SIPC.
We invite you to discover Keim Home Center in Charm, Ohio. Keim is your destination for all things home, building, and woodworking. From renovation and building projects to custom millwork needs, our team of experts work with both homeowners and professionals to bring your vision to life. Visit Keim Home Center in Charm or online at keimhome.com. Keim, built on trust since 1911.
Top of the fifth inning, back at Conotton Valley. Joe Geckler, Shannon Thomas at our Heart Service Quality Housing Mobile Studios. 3, 4, and 5 for the Lady Bulldogs. As Snodgrass fouls it off back to the plate, or back to the fence here, behind home plate. Big thanks to Sammy Sue's Barbecue, Shannon in Dover. Sammy and Chris over there at Sammy Sue's do a great job supporting Big Z Sports, and they have for the past 10 years, and we appreciate all of their support. Check out Sammy Sue's on Front Street in Dover. Outside corner for strike number 2. No balls and 2 strikes now to Snodgrass. And if you want some recommendations for something to eat, get the Outsider Sammy. It's been around for every bit of 9 years. Named after the Big Z Sports crew here at 99.9 WTUZ. As Snodgrass fouls one off down the third base line. Count remains at no balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, but you can't go wrong getting their wings either. They got
unbelievable,
outstanding barbecue wings and some hot wings.
Their brisket's really good. You will not go wrong whatever you pick there at Sammy Sue's in Dover. Check them out. Swung on and fouled off again at the plate. Count remains at no balls and 2 strikes. I know they won't be home by the time we go by tonight, but man, that would be good to snag and take home. Maybe the game would have got started at normal time. We might have been able to do that. Now the 0-2 pitch. Again, chopped at the plate. Foul. Nice job by Snodgrass to stay alive. Snodgrass on the day is 1 for 2 with a run scored. She singled to center field and struck out. Vanessa Mullen, Rowan Herman to follow her. Now the 0-2 pitch. Outside for ball number 1.
New Philly, in the top of the 7th inning, had runners on 2nd and 3rd with no outs. They were unable to produce a run. We're at the bottom of the 7th inning now, and it's 3-3.
Outside for ball number 2. Now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here in the top of the 5th inning as Bridgeport trails Conotton Valley 9-5. Now the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss for strike number 3 and out number 1 here in the top of the 5th. So Kelly struck out 4 of the last 5 hitters as Mullen steps in. She's 2 for 2 on the day with 2 singles, a run scored. And she was stranded on second her last time up. Fouled off down the third base line and out of play. Vanessa Mullen, a senior for the Lady Bulldogs. Only 4 seniors on this club. Line drive to short. Nice catch there by Brooklyn Kelly as it came right at her. She looked up and you could see the sun reflection off her sunglasses, and it goes right into the mitt for out number 2.
Yeah, just an outstanding play right there. As it was kind of looked like it was starting to tail to her right a little bit, but she was able to get it.
Going to bring in the catcher, Rowan Herman. She's 0 for 2 on the day with a sacrifice. Actually 0 for 1 on the day. Sacrifice does not count as an at-bat. She lines it down the right field line as the coach hits the deck in the first base coach's box. Herman in the hole now at no balls and 1 strike. As Herman offered at that one now, no balls and 2 strikes. Herman a senior as well. Now the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And out number 3 here at the top of the 5th inning. And after 4.5, 9-5, Conotton Valley leads. Back after this with Big Z Sports.
Hi, this is Gian McInturf. For the past 30 years, the residents in and around Tuscarawas County have made the call to the realtors and staff at McInturf Realty for buying and selling of residential and commercial properties. We truly live in a great community. For myself and all the agents and staff at McInturf Realty, we would like to wish all the area athletes good luck this season and make the call to McInturf Realty at 330-364-SOLD or find us online at McInturfRealty.net.
Find your path to success at Buckeye Career Center. Buckeye students earned over 3,000 industry-recognized credentials this past school year, and over 130 students participated in our school-to-work program or an internship at a local business. Let us help you get a jump start on your future in a career of landscaping and turf management, pharmacy technician, HVACR, CAD development and design, or any of our over 30 programs. Enroll today for next school year by visiting BuckeyeCareerCenter.org.
Back to Conotton Valley High School, bottom of the 5th inning, as Shannon and I were watching on our YouTube channel as New Philadelphia turned a double play to get out of the inning with the bases loaded with the Dover Tornadoes threatening in the bottom of the 7th. They're going to extra innings now, tied at 3. Here in the bottom of the 5th inning, Conotton Valley leads 9-5 over Bridgeport. Going to have 9, 1, and 2 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Inside corner for strike number 1. Big thanks to the Conotton Valley Athletic Department. Eddie Marsh and the crew do a great job out here with all the hospitality here when Big Z Sports comes out. We appreciate all they do. As a ground ball to second. Going to be fielded by the second baseman. And she beat it out. Did Ariana Spano. And that's going to be an infield single for Spano. And she picking them up and putting them down, headed down that first base line. Going to take us back to the top of the order, and freshman Brooklyn Kelly.
Yeah, there's a lot of speed in this game on both sides, and sometimes the infield crew kind of takes that for granted, and then they're getting their throws beat out.
Have to give first base umpire Kevin Herron some grief tonight. Doing a good job down there at first, calling those bang-bang plays. That ball's going to go out of play and foul for strike number 1. He comes over in the middle of the innings and what's the scoreboard? What's the updates? Do we have any score updates? Any finals? He's one to keep track of what's going on around the area. This time of year is exciting for local high school softball. 1-1 pitch outside for ball number 2. Of course, Indian Valley girls play tomorrow. Shannon, they're down at Beaver Local.
Down at Beaver Local.
So they're in the district semis as well. Swing and a miss. Runs the count even now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Spano on first after an infield single. Now Kelly steps in and swings and pops it up. Going to be fielded by the second baseman. She just let it bounce in front of her, and that's going to be another infield single.
Yeah, I think that was a miscommunication there. The second baseman started to come in, and I think she thought the pitcher was going to go after it. And she, as the second baseman, she has to take control of that.
So Braxton Nielsen steps in. Had a big day so far. 2 for 2. A 3-run inside the park home run. She pops this one straight up. That's going to be an infield fly roll. And that's going to be out number 1. So Ava Williams going to step in now. Hit by a pitch, which scored a run. She tripled, and she flew out to center field. Been on twice. Swing and foul down the third base line and out of play. Maddie Kelly on deck for the Lady Rockets. That ball's driven out to right field, and that is going to be off the fence, and it's going to get at least one run in, and it's going to be another run come into the plate as well, and that's going to be a two-run triple and an error for Ava Williams. Triple off the right center field fence, scores 2 runs. And she scores, does Ava Williams, on a throwing error as the ball gets away from the infielder.
That's her second triple of the game.
So 2 RBIs. That's her third RBI of the day as Maddie Kelly takes strike 1. 2 triples on the day for Ava Williams. I don't think she'll have to do her running after the game. She's getting it in here during the game. Inside for ball number 1.
Yeah, I hate to say it, but I think she just kind of got held up by the runner in front of her a little bit, because that runner held up not knowing if it was going to get caught, and she caught him so fast. You got to watch you don't run somebody into an out.
Line drive up the middle, and that's going to be a base hit for Maddie Kelly. Now Delilah Williams steps in. She is 2 for 3 on the day with a run scored. So 12-5. A few more runs and we'd be out of here, Shannon. Outside corner for strike number 1.
Well, you get you out of here in time to go to Sammy Sue's barbecue.
I know, right? Get out of here. A couple more runs here after in this inning would end it in the dirt for ball number 1. 1 ball and 1 strike now to Delilah Williams, the catcher. Jenica Frudig on deck. Swing and a miss for strike number 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Delilah Williams. Runner on first is Maddie Kelly. Maddie Kelly standing on the secondary base back there to stay out of play. Bridgeport thrown over to first, thinking Kelly was off the base. It's driven out to center field. That may be out of here. And it is. Gone. Home run, Delilah Williams. 2-run shot to center field. Now it's 14-5, Conotton Valley.
Yeah, big shot right there. And we kind of knew it as soon as it came off the bat. It made a sound that typically sends it out of here, and it was just a nice piece of hitting right there by Williams.
Delilah Williams with a 2-run home run to give the Rockets a 14-5 lead here in the bottom of the 5th.
So the Rockets have 2 inside the park home runs and 1 out of the park.
Bounce back to Mullen in the circle, and that's going to be out number 2 here in the bottom of the 5th. It's going to bring in Miley Gallagher for the second time here in the inning. Second inning here today that the Rockets have batted around. Line drive down the first base line, and that's going to be fair as Gallagher's on with a single.
Yeah, nice to see Gallagher get that single because she got on earlier but was by error. So now she gets an official hit.
Hit on the day for Miley Gallagher. Now Brooklyn Davis steps in. Swing, line drive up the middle. That's going to be a base hit for Davis. And it's going to have a runner on first and second now after the single by Davis. Going to bring in Ariana Spano. Spano on the day. She is 1 for 2. She has an RBI on a fielder's choice, a single, 2 runs scored, and a strikeout. Inside, ball number 1.
Davis, the 9th batter of the inning.
As Spano swings and misses. 1 ball and 1 strike now. Runners on first and second. Going to bunt it down the first base line. She's going to beat that out. That's going to be a base hit. And the bases are loaded now as Spano beats out the bunt down the first base line to make the bases are loaded now with 2 outs. Takes us back to the top of the order when Brooklyn Kelly steps in. The runner on third base will end this softball game here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Inside for strike number 1. So Brooklyn Kelly entered after the 2nd inning. Line drive, and that's going to do it. The Conotton Valley Lady Rockets are going to advance to the district championship game on Wednesday. As that's going to do it. Only one of those runs will count, as Miley Gallagher was run number 15, and that's going to do it. Conotton Valley knocks off Bridgeport 15-5, and we're headed to our Dumont Sporting Goods postgame show after this with Big Z Sports.
T-County Boxing Academy on East High in New Philadelphia invites anyone serious about boxing to see what they offer and have success just like pro boxer and Yurixville's own Sugar Dre Donovan. T-County Boxing Academy not only offers the area's premier training facility, but also offers the best supplements on the market for peak training to get the most out of your workouts. To see all T-County Boxing Academy has to offer, find T-County Boxing Academy-TCBA on Facebook.
This is Jordan Hartzler. At Hartzler's Quality Housing, our goal is to help customers achieve the dream of home ownership. We have been a family-owned, affordable housing business for over 40 years. We value our customers and have the knowledge and experience to help you walk through the home buying process from start to finish.
Conveniently located just off I-77 in New Philadelphia, stop by and browse their model homes or learn more by visiting Hartzlers.com.
PAC Drilling, a family-owned and operated company since 2005 in Bolivar, takes pride in being an economic oil and gas drilling company. PAC's objective is to contribute to American energy independence through profitable development, operation, and marketing of oil and natural gas wells. PAC also employs operating technicians to oversee each and every well drilled to maximize its productivity and longevity. Contact PAC Drilling at pacdrilling.com.
The Sarchone name has always been known for truck sales, and once you see our inventory, you'll understand why. At Sarchone Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Dalton, you'll find the largest selection of new trucks and SUVs in the area. Shop our inventory at SarchoneCDJR.com or stop in and visit us on the corner of Route 30 and Route 94 in Dalton. Sarchone Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. Get your own at Sarchone.
You know what's better than a limited time deal? An unlimited time deal. That's why the Wendy's $5 biggie bag with a junior bacon cheeseburger, 4-piece nugs, junior hot and crispy fries, and small soft drink is available all the time. Because the best time for fresh, never frozen beef and Applewood smoked bacon is all the time. Duh. I feel like I'm repeating myself a lot. For the best deal of all time, gotta be Wendy's.
Unlimited time does not mean forever. U.S. price and participation may vary. Prices may be higher in Alaska, Hawaii, and California via third-party delivery. Fresh beef available in the contiguous U.S., Alaska, and Canada.
Are you ready to make a difference in a young person's life? Big Brothers Big Sisters of East Central Ohio has 88 children waiting for a mentor. As a mentor, you will spend as little as 4 hours a month with your little, guiding them, listening, and helping them discover their full potential. Your time and your kindness can change the course of their future. By becoming a Big, you're not just volunteering, you're defending the potential of a child, giving them an opportunity to dream big and reach higher. Visit www.bigs4kids.com to sign up and help us make sure that no child has to wait. Big Brothers Big Sisters of East Central Ohio. Defend the potential and become a Big today.
If you're planning a major concrete project, you need the help of Stocker Concrete Company. From precast concrete products to ready-mix concrete, sand, gravel, limestone, and concrete block, the professionals at Stocker Concrete can help you get started and keep you on the path to completion using the best materials you can find. Stocker Concrete is the concrete material provider you can count on. See them at 7574 Route 36, Janaden-Hutton, or call 740-254-4626.
The certified public accountants at Niedenthal & Company believe in the value of relationships. Niedenthal & Company has been in business for over 50 years in your community, helping individuals and businesses grow. Niedenthal & Company can help manage and prepare your payroll, plan your estate, and prepare your business and personal income taxes. Stop into the Niedenthal facility on North Worcester Avenue in Dover and become a valued client today.
Welcome back to Conotton Valley High School and our Dumont Sporting Goods postgame show. Joe Geckler, joined by Conotton Valley head coach Jeremy Bleininger. And, Coach, a little slow start there today. I know your heart was racing a little bit there after the first couple of innings, but Lady Rockets really turned it on there and got the 15-5 win after 5 innings. Talk about your team's effort today.
Well, like you said, it was a little slow start. They put up 3 runs on us in the first inning. That the girls never even acknowledged that there was 3 runs.
Sure.
They just knew that we have 21 outs in the game, so
a lot of baseball, a lot of softball to be played, right?
A lot of softball to play,
Yep.
And I told them, I said, we just chip away and do what we do and stick to our game. Don't change anything. Just stick to what we do.
You know, Shannon and I were talking during the broadcast after those back-to-back innings when you had inside the park home runs, and Shannon asked me, he said, when's the last time you saw that in a high school softball game? I said, man, I don't know if I've ever seen that back-to-back multiple run inside the park home runs by a team. Of course, seen multiple long home runs out of the park and stuff, but inside the park home runs are kind of a rarity anymore in softball. But we see 2 of them today, and talk about your team's offense and how they really got rolling. They went 2, 3, 4, and then they scored. What was that? Is that 7 in the bottom of the 5th inning there to end it? But really start putting the runs on the board.
The biggest thing was just once we get through the lineup and see the pitcher, we start making adjustments. Sometimes we don't make them as quickly as I would like to see them make them, but the biggest thing was we were popping up. Sure. And we had to make that adjustment to quit hitting the bottom half of the ball. And once they started making that, good things happen when you get the ball in play. So.
Absolutely. Big win for your Lady Rockets today, and looming on the horizon on Wednesday is the Strasburg Lady Tigers. And seems like every year we talk about this game in the district championship game, and you will take on the Tigers at a site yet to be determined. If I had to guess, probably going to be TCC, somewhere around that area, New Philadelphia area. I think Harrison Central already has a game lined up, so I think you're going to be over in the New Philly area somewhere. But what do you expect from the Lady Tigers?
Oh, it's going to be a hard game. It's going to be a hard-fought game the whole way through. I mean, you can't – they're a good club. They're just, Strasburg's tough. No matter what happens throughout the season, Strasburg's tough. And, we're going to have to clean up our game. We got a lot to work on tomorrow before we get to Wednesday's game.
Coach, obviously you've already played them twice this year, the first 2 games of the regular season, way back in, end of March, And what will you take from those 2 games and apply it to Wednesday?
Well, the things that we did right, obviously we're going to try and expand on those things. just knowing what their defense does, and they've had a whole season to grow, as have we. So it's really, you're playing a team that you haven't seen.
Sure.
Because
the end of May compared to the end of March.
Yeah, I mean, we were both, fresh first 2 games of the season for both teams. So, we just got to go in, and I tell the girls this all the time: go in, play your game, and don't let the outside noise interfere.
Absolutely. Well, Coach, congratulations on the big win. We will see you on Wednesday. I don't know where yet, but we'll see you on Wednesday for the district championship.
It sounds great. Thank you very much.
That's Jeremy Bleininger joining us here in our Dumont Sporting Goods postgame show. And we'll take one final timeout, come back, and Shannon and I will announce our McInturf Realty Player of the Game. That's after this with Big Z Sports.
As a parent, a high school sports season can be exhausting. From traveling to games, eating on the run, getting to bed late, and still working your 9 to 5. After all that, you need to unwind. And there is no better way to do that than at one of the 10 lakes operated by the Muskingum Watershed Conservancy District. The opportunities are endless with things to do, plus the option of primitive tent camping or treating yourself to glamping in one of their cabins. See all the Muskingum Watershed offers by finding them at mwcd.org.
TMK Valley Propane is embracing remote tank monitors. Are you tired of going outside to check your propane tank or forget to order your propane on time? TMK Valley Propane now provides reliable remote tank monitoring technology. Let TMK Valley Propane take the worry away, provide timely delivery, and never run out of propane again. Thank you for your trust in TMK Valley Propane.
All the way to TMK, service with a personal touch.
We invite you to discover Keim Home Center in Charm, Ohio. Keim is your destination for all things home, building, and woodworking. From renovation and building projects to custom millwork needs, our team of experts work with both homeowners and professionals to bring your vision to life. Visit Keim Home Center in Charm or online at keimhome.com. Keim, built on trust since 1911.
Hi, I'm Zach Motice with the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. For all your auto, home, farm, and business insurance needs, contact our team at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency or stop in and see us at one of our 3 locations in downtown New Philadelphia, Sugar Creek, or in Strasburg, providing excellent service to the Tuscarawas Valley since 1885. Everyone here at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency would like to wish all area athletes good luck this season.
Every day begins with purpose. Every job begins with precision. At Rightmark Roofing, we don't just install roofs. We build trust and forge relationships. We understand that your roof is more than just materials. It's protection. It's peace of mind. That's why we use high-quality products and expert craftsmanship. With a sharp focus, our team is always ready to hit the mark. Call Rightmark Roofing. Let's build a future that stands strong.
Welcome back to our Dumont Sporting Goods postgame show. Joe Geckler, Shannon Thomas, one last time. Big thanks to Jeremy Bleininger, head coach of the Conotton Valley Lady Rockets, to join us to talk about his team's big win, 15-5 here today against the Bridgeport Lady Bulldogs. And Shannon, we got a McInturf Realty Player of the Game to announce, and who's your vote for?
I can't remember who I told you my vote was for. I got to grab my sheets here. Yeah, my vote was for Delilah Williams. I mean, just outstanding job at the plate. You know, we could have. There was multiple players we could have went with, but that's my vote because, I mean, just out. She got the one out of the park.
Absolutely. Again, Delilah Williams going to be my vote as well. 3 for 4 on the day, 2 RBIs, 2 runs scored, and a big home run to center field to really put this game out of reach for the Lady Rockets. So Delilah Williams going to be our McInturf Realty Player of the Game. And Shannon, your final thoughts as we get a district championship game on Wednesday now to announce between the Lady Rockets of Conotton Valley and the 3-time defending state champion Strasburg Lady Tigers. Your thoughts on that game quickly?
Yeah, well, I think it's just going to be an outstanding game between two teams that have grown a lot throughout the year. Like, you know, you and Coach talked about, they played early. You know,
it was late March. It was like a year ago, it seems like.
So, you know, they were the first 2 games and see where you're at for the year. You know, Conotton Valley come out on top in both of those games, but they were both really close games. Both teams made a lot of errors in those games, and they both have grown a lot. I think both those teams have grown a lot offensively throughout the year. Beginning of the year, both of them they were up and down, you know, in the batter's box, and then all of a sudden both teams just start producing offensively, and I think that's what it's going to come down to. I think the defenses are going to have to back each other up on Wednesday, and we're going to find out which offense can hit the ball the hardest.
Absolutely, my man. Great doing a game with you again. Shannon Thomas all night long with me here tonight, and he'll be with me on Wednesday. It looks like we still have a game going on over at Dover City Park, going to the top of the 10th inning. Holy smokes. New Philadelphia and Dover still tied at 3, so run on over to our YouTube channel and check that one out again. Top of the 10th inning, Philly and Dover tied at 3 for the Garabrandt brothers. I'm glad they didn't get in a fight here today, Shannon. I thought you were going to have to break one up earlier.
It got a little hostile during that long delay we had. Don't forget, tomorrow, Big Z Sports YouTube channel, we'll have Indian Valley will be down at Beaver Local. We'll have that game. Not sure we have it. I think that's the only game we have tomorrow.
That is the only game we have tomorrow. And then, of course, Wednesday we'll have 2 of them. Tusky Valley Lady Trojans, they'll take on West Muskingum at a site to be determined. And that's for the district championship as well in Division 5. And then, of course, our game with Conotton Valley and Strasburg for the Division 7 East District Championship for the right to go to the regionals on Wednesday. So an action-packed day of softball, and of course I believe that the winner of the Dover Philly game will play on Wednesday as well. So we'll have 3 games again Wednesday for you on our Big Z Sports YouTube channel. Make sure you check it out and check our Facebook page out, and of course Instagram and all kinds of our social media, and we'll keep you posted on what time the games are, who they're playing, where they're at, and when you can watch them again on Wednesday. For the Garabrandt brothers and Shannon Thomas, I'm Joe Geckler saying so long, everybody.
Hi, I'm Zach Motice with the Tuscarawas Insurance.
Thanks for watching this Claxon Communications production of high school sports on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel. For the latest news and scores, follow Big Z Sports on Facebook, on Twitter at @Big_Z Sports, and on Instagram. Don't miss any of the live stream coverage all season long by simply subscribing for free to Big Z Sports on our YouTube channel. For the best in high school sports coverage, there is only one Big Z Sports.